Yeah, man, it takes me into some of the stuff that I hate about the game, right? And one of the things is the way we're ending games. And we talked about how on the fast break, everybody flares out and players aren't cutting anymore. You saw the end of that Denver game last week. I sent it to you
I was
because,
livid.
and we talked because I remember a few years ago, I was at your house and me and your dad are talking. Your dad's like, "You play for me, you shoot a three on a fast break. I'm pulling you." Like,
Oh yeah, he was not playing them games. And granted, last time he coached was like when I was in 8th grade. So this was '06. Like people just weren't shooting fast break threes. Because really, by the time I was in high school, senior year in 2010, coach was telling us like flare outs. You had, and it all depends on the spacing, but the 3-point shooters, like, why are you cutting to the basket when someone else is cutting to the basket? It's all about spacing. You're going to clog their angle. You flare out, and if the defense sucks down towards that guy who's going to the basket, now we have an open kick out to you. But what Denver did, where everybody just flared out and no one was going to the basket, was like atrocious basketball.
yes, because I like what you just explained. There's a thought process involved. Okay, you're a shooter, you flare out. This other guy's diving, and hey, ball handler, you make a decision based on what the defense gives you. If it's safe, it's a 3-on-1 break. If the defender comes to you, you can either kick out to my 3-point shooter or give me the easy layup. If he sags off, you can pull up for this 7-8 foot midi, or you kick it to the 3-point shooter. You know what I mean? So like you're making a decision based on what the defense is doing. But now I see that players aren't making decisions based off what the defense is doing. They're just playing like robots. And it kind of goes back to the analytics thing of where, okay, this is what I need to do because this is what I'm supposed to do. Well, no, what about situational basketball? What about we're down 2, the game's almost over, I need 2 points. Cut to the damn basket. I got a layup. We're tied up. We're going overtime. We got a chance to win the game. And it just bothers the hell out of me to see that. But even worse than that right there, Eric, is I've seen way too many step back threes to end a game. And it's like, bro, you had 14 seconds. You can run a play in 14 seconds. Trust me, Brad Stevens can have you running a play in 5 seconds. LeBron, you just going to dribble it out, step back three. Jason Tatum, dribble, step back three. Even Luka last week against the Celtics, he dribbled 20 seconds off the shot clock and takes an ignorant-ass three. Okay, it goes in. Then next time they get the ball, he comes down and hits another three to win the game. The shots went in, and don't get me wrong, like, yeah, obviously you want to win the game, but there are some parts of process that you care about. And it's like, are we setting ourselves up for our best success when we just let our player dribble out the whole shot clock and then just chunk up a tough contested shot?
I don't think so, but I also think it depends on who's taking it. So like the step back three is happening far too often for all 48 minutes. But even in the clutch, I still think it's happening too often. And there's really only like a handful of guys that can take and hit that shot on a consistent basis. Your Dames. Luka actually does, like, Luka doesn't do it for the first 44 minutes of the game, but somehow, like, in the last 4 minutes when it's like balls to the wall, like he's likely going to hit that shot. And I don't know why he just turns it on then. I'm comfortable with James Harden shooting that shot. I'm comfortable with Kyrie shooting that shot. I'm comfortable with KD shooting that shot. I don't even want LeBron shooting that shot.
Me neither.
Not in the clutch. I don't want him taking a step back three, dribbling the clock out. And I've just seen too many dudes do it. Especially if you're down by 2, run something, give yourself a chance to tie the game. Yes, you have to go on defense, but that's much better than you running the clock out, forcing up this last second shot, hoping it goes in, not giving yourself a chance to maybe get an offensive rebound if it misses. And you're just taking away your chances and opportunities to keep yourself alive. So I don't understand why not try and tie the game. If a team has been down the whole time, they're now up 2 and they have momentum, I get trying to end it. But by and large, like, keep yourself alive. People say, like, you play to win the game. You can go to overtime and try and win the game. But you not putting yourself in a position to at least tie the game, unless you have like a wide open three, it doesn't make sense to me. Especially a step back contested three, and you took majority of the time off the clock to maybe get an offensive rebound. I don't get it.
And guess what? As a defender, if I see you rocking me to sleep, Once we get to about 2 seconds on that shot clock or on that game clock,
I'm fouling you.
I know what you're doing. I've rested and I've not had to play defense this whole time. You did not make me work.
Yeah.
And I just, it's lazy basketball.
It is lazy basketball.
And I think though, because the players like your Dames, your Stephs, your Kyries, your James Hardens, you're so damn good that it allows coaches to be lazy because it's like, oh, I can just put the ball in his hand and he can make this play. I mean, yes, he can, but can you make it easier for him to make this play? Can you throw up something?
If I have Dame doing what he did to like PG and OKC, that to me is last resort. Let's try and run a play. We can't get something. We got 5 seconds left. Give the ball to Dame. And like, Dame, we tried to make something happen. Time to put the cape on. But just, there's 20 seconds left. All right, we're down 2. We're going to have this imbalance play to get the ball to Dame right in front of half court. Dame, do your thing. That's BS.
And I think Dame might be the only person who should get this pass at this point because he's just done it so many times where it's like, you know what?
Yeah, I use him as the example because he's the one I'm most comfortable with. And even then, I'm like, try and make it easier for the team. And then if all else fails, Dame time.
Exactly. But I love Jason Tatum. But, bruh, you ain't done enough to be able to dribble out this clock and take a sidestep, step back 3 to like try to win it. Like, how about you take your big 6'8" ass to the cup and finish?
Well, last time he did that, Bam Adebayo blocked it, so.
Well, that's what happens when you try to dunk on Bam. Lay it up for the game winner. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, but I at least liked him going to the basket strong. Because in most cases, and Bam is a great rim protector, in most cases, you're going to get fouled. Try and earn it at the free throw line now. But the whole, I'm just going to step back. I put no pressure on the defense, and I put all the pressure on myself to take this difficult shot, even though like a lot of like kids are shooting those shots now. Even though a lot of people are shooting them, practicing them, and shot making is at like an all-time high. That's not the way to go. You're not putting yourself in the best position to win a game if that is your end game plan.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like Andy Reid going to the Super Bowl with a makeshift line and saying, you know what, we're going to protect with 5 the entire game.